First things first, though, let's talk about New Year's resolutions. You think one is plenty. Forget that. When it's talking about your finances, we have 13 of them right now for you. Why? Because you can handle 13, especially when they're brought to you by the president and CEO of Heritage Capital, Paul Schatz. Good morning, Paul. How are you?
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I am doing quite well. We like to fit in as much information as we can in a short amount of time, so let's get right to it. I'll lead you in. Resolution number one you had as create or update your budget.
Yeah, so this is for everybody, regardless of your socioeconomic status. Everyone should have a budget. If you have one, you should update it. Obviously, 2022 is fairly inflationary, and if you don't, just take a pencil and an old-fashioned piece of copy paper and start sketching out. What people end up finding out is they spend a whole lot more than they think.
Yeah, which leads us into number two. Granted, it's easier said than done, but either build or replenish your emergency fund.
This is uber important. 3 to 6 months cash, not stocks, not bonds, not gold, 3 to 6 months cash. Put it in a money market fund in the bank. Don't touch it. Trickle add to it. But as we prepare for one of our other resolutions, you're going to want that emergency fund. Some folks may have dipped into it during 2022 or 21. Please replenish it. Super important.
Time to get it back. Number three, review your beneficiaries. Why?
Life insurance, 401k, IRAs, people set beneficiaries last year, last decade, 30, 40 years ago. And you realize my son and daughter-in-law are divorced. So one of the beneficiaries have passed away. Make sure it's current. Make sure it's the person you want your money to go to when you're not here anymore.
It shouldn't take too long. How long does it take for number four to rebalance your 401k and other retirement accounts?
I mean, listen, on the Fidelity platform, it takes probably about 5 minutes. I'm sure other ones are very comparable, Nationwide and Schwab. 2022, stocks were down 20 to 30, bonds were down 13. If you have an allocation to stocks, to bonds, that allocation is likely out of whack. Whatever it is, if it's 50-50, if it's 80-20, rebalance it back to the allocation you're comfortable with. Don't sit and set it and forget it and ignore it.
Okay. What about, you say number five is run to stocks, bonds, gold, even Bitcoin and other what you call risk-on assets. What are those?
I was with you in Q4. I was with you again in early January. I said 2023 is the year of the bull. We survived 2022, the worst diversified year ever. Folks should not assume that this year is going to be a repeat of 2022, and it hasn't started out that way. Please don't run away from stocks, the best performing asset class over the long term. Bonds had the worst year on record by a factor of almost 2. Folks who are more conservative run towards bonds, not away from them. Other risk assets like gold and Bitcoin, when that rising tide comes in and money floods in, all the risk assets go up. We're at that stage right now. Any and all pullbacks, mild, modest, folks should buy stocks, bonds, gold, Bitcoin.
Let's talk about that pullback. Is that maybe a better word as instead of saying prepare for a recession?
Well, I think a recession is coming. People can say, how can you say buy stocks and a recession is coming? They're not together. I won't go into the wonky stuff, but except for the jobs market and travel and leisure, the economy has rolled over, some areas somewhat significantly. We're going to have a recession. It's probably delayed because of how amazingly strong the jobs market is. But that recession is coming either late 2023 or 2024. So folks should prepare, put together plans in case you lose a job, your spouse loses a job, your kids move in, you need some more cash.
Got it. Number seven, download your credit report.
That's an easy one. Once a year, everyone download your credit report, if only to confirm your score. Don't be surprised. And then also, a lot of folks leave old charge accounts open, either MasterCard, Visa, Capital One, the stuff from Macy's and those kinds of stores, Gap. Make sure that your credit report is accurate and make sure you don't have old stuff open because it does ding your credit.
Number eight, review your credit card rates.
Yeah, so as interest rates have gone up for the last 2 years, so those credit card rates, so those home equity lines of credit. Let's make sure you understand what you're paying. You can do the credit card roulette and move to a different credit card for that 1-year promotional deal, but don't sit back and pay 20+% interest rates.
Yeah, that's nuts. All right, just for the sake of time, let's try to combine 9 and 10. Review and bundle your insurance and also take pictures of your home inventory. I'm guessing they're related.
Kind of, sort of. If something bad happens, have pictures of what's inside your house, a flood, a fire, something really bad, and don't store it in your house.
Yes.
Insurance, bundle your insurance, homeowners, auto, other kinds of fire. I'm sure there are other kinds that I can't think about top of my head right now, but you get better deals when you bundle it and shop it around, obviously.
Personal experience on this next one coming from family members, either create or update your will.
Tim, I can't tell you how many times prospective clients come into me and they're not young, they're not kids, and the first question I ask, or second question I ask is, do you have a will? And they look at each other and they say no. Don't let the court dictate where your money goes and potentially who your kids will live with if you have an untimely early death. Do that even on a will maker program. You don't even have to go to a lawyer. I would go to a lawyer, but do something quick, down and dirty. Don't risk it going to the courts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know it's unpleasant to think about. You got to do it. Number 12, save for retirement, college, vacations.
I mean, those are common sense, easy things. Retirement's the only thing you can't borrow for. You can borrow for everything else. So that's after you pay down credit card, those crazy, insane rates, please put some money in your 401k, in your IRA, in your Roth, in your 403b. Don't wait until you're in your 50s or 60s to start. Obviously, college is expensive. You can borrow for it, but put 5, 10, 20 bucks a week, a month aside for college. And vacation's an easy one because you all want to go on them.
Yes.
And the last one is seek professional help. You've got professional, CPAs, lawyers, financial advisors. If you like to do it on your own, God bless, spend some time on the weekends doing it. But if not, don't sit back and say, I can't find anybody, therefore I'll do nothing. Please seek out help. There's plenty of great professionals around.
Any professional help is better than none. And thank you for your professional help, Mr. Schatz. Good to see you again.
You got it. And we banged through that. Thanks so much, Tim.
We did well. We got to all 13. That is great. All right.